go ahead and get into Fango Friday. We're going to talk about issue number 5. Todd's going to get pulled up, and we don't have to waste time if we're gonna we don't have to see all the stupid the same ads. We don't have to waste too much time on that. Fangoria issue 5. When did this come out?
I will get that pulled up.
Saturn 3, Demon Robot in Space. Is this not the last? Oh, this is number 5. Oh, we looked at a sneak peek. That's right.
Yeah.
So at least on this one, hopefully we're getting further and further away from like the sci-fi elements that they had been coming from. But we have the Fog, John Carpenter. We should have a feature with him, which is very exciting. Monsters of Star Command, Village of the Damned, Them, Cyclone Secrets. I'm sure it's talking about the original Village of the Damned because Carpenter's was not out yet. That was the 90s.
This was April 1980.
Okay, so we are in the 80s. Mm-hmm. Okay, so and Burt Gordon's The Coming, which I haven't seen. But let's go ahead. What's the poster on this issue?
Let's see the poster. Just a 16-page poster.
I have a question. When did Starlog stop getting pressed? And was there a point during Fangoria's like glory era where they stopped putting Starlog Presents? Like, did Fangoria ever usurp Starlog's popularity?
That's a good question. I'll have to do research on that.
And I'd be curious. We'll notice eventually if it does, but I'm actually curious. But all right, so let's go ahead and get it going.
Yep.
First page. Oh, 2 magazines designed for everyone who looks forward to tomorrow. We got Starlog, of course, and we got Future Life. Is that what it is?
Future Life, yeah. Star Trek. Fun.
I wonder if they would have really, sci-fi is really good at predicting what really happens in real life. But I wonder if anybody was going to predict AI, dude. I've watched Michael Jackson like steal everything from fried chicken.
I am so sick of that AI.
I've seen him like steal fried chicken to evade the cops. I've seen Martin Luther King have a dream to not pay for shit and steal stuff.
How many Mr. Rogers?
It's just
AI.
It's probably my out, but I bet you it's a lot of people's algorithms because everybody's getting shared stuff and it just pollutes it. But like, it's wild, dude. Like, we're not. I don't know. That's what it is now. But anyway, now it's like, honestly, I'm at the point now where anything I watch, I used to think, oh God, this is staged. It's a bit, but now it's like, it's probably just AI.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm never going to trust anything could be real. I'm watching videos that look real to me now. And I'm like, I want to feel bad for this, but is this fucking fake?
Yeah.
I watched like a security cam footage of a kid getting hit by a car. And it looked fucking legit, and everybody was buying it. And I'm like, I'm doubting it. Like, where is it? And somebody was able to expose it as AI, and just like, fuck, dude, this is so terrible. Anyway, let's look at the key here. Look at that. Sora 2 specifically, it worries me. They're making criminal stuff with AI now too. It's a rough, dude. I am not looking forward to I guess I'm intrigued. It's crazy to think about what the next 10 years holds, man. But all right,
a little worried.
All right, so number 4 or page 4, we got Imaginations Inc. It's a trip to the mind of master imagination publisher Kerry O'Quinn. Sounds exciting. Page 5, looking forward to this. This has been my favorite segment.
Postal Zone, yeah.
The Postal Zone has been my favorite. The write-ins. It says missives of malice and letters of love from Fango followers everywhere. Now, if you guys watched last week's Fango Friday, they had a lot of like industry write-ins. They had like people like Angus Scrim write in about like the praise they were giving Phantasm. Don Coscarelli also wrote in.
Yeah.
There was somebody that worked in animation that wrote in, and they're all giving criticisms or praise or whatever. And then my favorite bit was that they had a young Jim Wynorski write in, just criticizing the magazine to hell. And this is before he was Jim Wynorski. This is before he directed anything. And it's so funny that he got in there with other industry people. It would honestly, you would just think, oh, another industry guy, but no, he actually just slipped in, and it's just funny. Oh wow, 7 Saturn 3, big budget sci-fi horror in the style of Alien, conceived by Barry, directed by Donut, and that's got the wolf in it, dude.
I've never seen Saturn 3. Have you?
I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen it on display, and I've seen it you can buy it or whatever, but I've never actually watched it. But now that it's got Harvey Keitel on, it's kind of interesting to me. Why would I might? It's kind of up my alley. If they're saying if it's in the style of Alien, so it's got like a horror tone to it. I should actually check it out.
Anybody in the chat, let us know. What do you think of Saturn 3?
Yeah, and we'll see what it's about on page 7. This is what I'm really excited for as well. Page 10, we got The Fog from John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, the team that brought you Halloween, their latest Feast of Fear. So hopefully there's some interview stuff in there. 13's on the set of Burt I. Gordon's The Coming. Witchcraft lives in Salem, and in its latest form, Mr. Big. What? The band?
I don't know. That'd be cool.
The band just to be with you, dude. They're witches, dude.
Were they around in 1980, Mr.
No.
Big? Yeah.
Just to be the next to be with you. But that I didn't know this. I never heard of The Coming, and it's a Salem movie. I kind of want to
never heard of it either.
Yeah. I kind of feel like I should put these on my list before I forget because they sound really, really cool. I'll have to watch this again, playback. 16, The Village of the Damned. Beware of the Eyes That Paralyze. Director Wolf Rila speaks about the 1960 invasion classic. 20, The History of Animated Apes, Part 2. Hopefully it's as riveting as Part 1.
Yes.
Neglected by the shadow of his famous father, the seldom told behind the scenes story of the Skull Island scion, son of Kong. Okay. And page 22, we get bound in bonus to Starlog Press Fairies poster book, our biggest poster ever. Wait, Starlog?
So Starlog is in Fango?
Starlog Press Fairies poster book? Is that like a gay thing, or is it like little press fairies? I don't know. I'm intrigued, but I don't have high hopes. 23, It's Them, from Antwerp to the Antilles. The entire world was threatened by science fiction cinema's six-legged heroes, them. All right, 31, The Monsters of Jason of Star Command. Meet John Carl Buchler. Monster Maker for Filmation's weekend morning space fantasy epic. Print's a little small, but I'm making do. 28, The Secrets of the Cylons. Sci-fi director Andy Probert reveals the evolution of Battlestar Galactica's durable metallic warriors. 34, fantastic art, epic fantasy with Dan. See, we're doing more fantasy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see, 38, Monster Invasion, Rocky Horror, and the Omen sequels. That will be cool. Talk Like a Duck, costume parade results, and lots of more news. And then 41, The Great Fog t-shirt giveaway.
Oh, we should write in and try to get it.
I wonder if anybody still has that t-shirt and who won it. Go ahead and turn the page, and I'll see what's up with comments here. Let's see. Depending on how far along she was supposed to be, actually, we're going to have some month or two in. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, we're still talking about that. That's a lot. Still talking about Nightmare on Elm Street 4 from earlier. Yeah, I don't know. Jason Lightyear of Star Command, aka Jason X. All right. Okay, so this is the write-in. We're gonna Imagine Inc. Yeah, they have this little bit where they talk to the editor. I don't really. Let me kind of skim it. Can you zoom in? Let me see if there's anything new in here. Okay, Fangoria is commonly known as everyday language as Monster Magazine. Fangoria does not tell you about the Mideast crisis. It doesn't tell you about the latest designer fashions. It doesn't give you cooking recipes or travel tips or crossword puzzles. Fangoria shows you monsters, aliens, and bizarre creatures. It's a monster magazine, just like some on the other newsstand magazines, without mentioning names that were started 25 years ago in the 50s, but there is tremendous difference today. Monsters magazines have always been known as pulp publications, that is, cheap, black and white, almost underground publications aimed at young, almost underground juveniles who live in private fantasy worlds and have little touch in life's realities. So incels. This is guilty. Incels. Guilty. Incels before incels were a thing. When our company launched Starlog almost 4 years ago. Okay, so Starlog was only 4 years old at this point.
Yeah.
Many people thought it was going to be another monster magazine. Needless to say, it isn't. When we launched Fangoria last year, many people were certain that this would be another traditional monster magazine. Needless to say, it isn't. Can it please get to that?
Yes, please.
I feel like they're going to shift. Fangoria has created its own publishing pigeonhole, so to speak, by standing apart from the old monster magazine format. Here's how. Number one, wide age range. Old style monster magazines were aimed at kids whose voices hadn't even started changing. Fangoria, like Starlog, appeals to a much wider age range. Kids as young as 8 years old enjoy the magazine. See page 40 for our youngest known reader. 3 years old, Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson. Isn't that the guitar player? Isn't that the guitar player of like Queensryche or something?
That's one of the Jackson 5.
But to my great surprise, many of my older sophisticated friends have told me that Fangoria is their favorite of our entire family of magazines. Clearly, the editorial language is not baby talk. Go down a little bit. Number two, the quality of the package. Old style. Hold, please.
I can't zoom down.
Oh, we're having that problem again?
Yeah, so I gotta let me see if I can.
Is this the way they scanned it? What's the problem with this?
Let's see.
I mean, I don't give a shit about her thing. This is just like her mission statement. This is what we do. I kind of want to move on to. Okay. So you won't be able to scroll down.
Not from there.
Well, okay. How am I going to see the Postal Zone then? Okay, let's just go to the Postal Zone. We get it. Your magazine is good. It's not like anything that's come before you. I get it, Carrie O'Quinn. All right. So so you can't scroll over to the Postal Zone. I have to read it from here.
Let me try. Why won't it let me do that?
I don't know. We probably should have test drove this before we started again. Go ahead and shrink it down. I'll make do. All right. That's going to be tough, dude.
All right. Hold on.
Okay. I can work with this. Let me start here. All right. Postal Zone. No more gore. Somebody's complaining about too much gore. They're buying a horror magazine. You publish too many bloody color photographs in every issue except number 4. Color pics displaying graphic bloody violence have been shown. Everything from exploding heads to cannibalism. I wish you wouldn't publish those bloody pictures. Geo DeVere from Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
What the fuck? What are they?
Why are they reading it?
All right, here's their response. Can't say that we agree with you, though we do respect your opinion, Geo. By the way, none of the pictures we've run to date portray cannibalism. We assume you're referring to the picture captioned Nola's deranged motherhood in our coverage of The Brood. Those who have seen the film know that Nola's act is one of motherly caring, not one of hunger. Wow. I just don't know why somebody would waste their energy writing. Is this somebody's mom?
Why would you? Yeah, probably.
It's got to be somebody's mom. Somebody must have found their kid's mag. And it has to be a parent. I just think it's funny how they like didn't state that. All right, so Todd's freaking me out here. I can't read that.
Or no?
I know it's too far away.
That better?
No, it's farther away.
Oh God,
I'm not gonna be able to read that. I mean, I can do the same thing again. Can you go up one more? Okay, right there. Okay, go down, guys. I bet you guys love this. Okay, go down. Okay, I'm gonna make that work.
Let me.
Why was it cool on the first couple of issues?
Because I don't know. Maybe it's the browser I'm in. I'm gonna try a different browser.
Try a different browser real quick, and I'll read some comments. Because were you on a different browser in the first couple of issues?
I could have been.
Let's do that. Yeah, it's causing my brain to fucking just go nuts, dude. The whole last episode, I had me standing up. My monitor's like I got a really giant monitor, like a really big, like 42 inches, and I had to like stand up and like fucking staring at this thing last time. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Silhouette's got advice. Hold click and move the page.
I already tried that.
Yeah, it was working fine on the first couple of issues, so we're gonna see if he's gonna switch it. Karen mom, it had to have been some uptight sticking her ass parent, dude. Damn, Todd, settle them hands down. Hey, it's funny you bring up hands. Todd don't have to change anything about his beautiful hands.
We'll get.
We're not going to talk about it, but
all right.
Get that Michael J. Fox out of your system.
Let me try this now. Okay, so
all right.
Was I sharing? Let me try to share the entire screen this time.
Hey, he brings up wrist too. It's funny. Okay, let's go. Okay, Postal Zone. This is where we want to be.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
So what was the trick?
Browser.
God, make note of that browser, please. The last episode was a fucking headache, dude. All right, so we're here. So let's go down obscure gems.
Okay.
So much better.
Do you want it more?
Oh, this is fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Just a note to send my thanks to Fangoria for bringing the horror film back into vogue after hearing a boring 3 years of sci-fi craziness. However, I was a bit disappointed with your brief filler concerning Herschel Gordon Lewis. Filler. Wow. One of the top horror film innovators around. Oh, they weren't proud of the coverage. A synopsis of each film plus critique would shed more light on those of his films, which are difficult to see. Also, who distributes his films? I'd be interested in renting some 16mm prints for my small film society. How cool is that? Like back in the day, old school film societies, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Death part 2, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Your photos were superb. How about starting a regular column on obscure horror movies, photos and write-ups on such forgotten gems as I Eat Your Skin, I Drink Your Blood, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Glenn or Glenda, incredibly strange creatures who stopped living and became mixed up zombies, Frankenstein meets the space monster, Beast from the Haunted Cave, and countless others from the 50s and the 60s. Was there a response, or is it on the next? Is that where it cuts off? 2000 Maniacs and Color Me Blood go up. Red can be rented from Audio Brandon Films, New York. As for your suggestion, we are considering running such a series. Your list and our readers' reaction to it will help to give us a shove in the right direction. So they're taking critical feedback, and it seems to be working. So Lucky Accident. Let me wet the whistle here. Ooh. Looks like a female. Right in. I bet they were a diamond. I'm guessing Casey is a female name in that regard. I just received Fangoria number 3 by accident. I have been regularly reading Starlog, and my mother was going to get the next issue for me while she was at a local store. She picked up Fangoria by accident. How? Oh, probably because it says Starlog presents.
Yeah.
I could see that. Maybe she didn't see Starlog. That's exactly. But after reading the book, I didn't mind at all. I really loved the issue, especially the story on the Brood, and Mike Sullivan's fantastic art was just wonderful. And the pull-out alien poster was superb. Keep up the good work. A lot of people say superb. Why are all these fucking writers saying that word? Are they Shao Kahn?
1980.
Superb. Casey Watson from Dyer, Tennessee. So that's cool. And dude, I do like that. I would like to buy that issue just so I can have the alien.
That is cool.
If it's still available, if somebody still has it with the poster intact, I would love to buy that. We Go Ape. That's funny. Dr. Sayus dude's taking it in the ass, dude, from Charlton Heston. He's giving that damn dirty ape his damn dirty cock, dude, in the ass, and his damn dirty ass. He's like, oh, zoom in on that, dude. Can we zoom in on that?
Oh,
I want to see Charlton Heston give that damn dirty ape his damn dirty cop of his damn dirty ass, his damn dirty tailpipe. Look at that, dude. Oh, moaning in pleasure. Okay,
he's gonna move his tail.
Okay, go down. Yes, that's so funny. He created AIDS. Dr. Zayas. Yeah, Dr. Zayas, dude. All right, so go up a little bit. Is that where it starts? Okay, it is.
Yeah.
You have We Go Ape. You have neglected you've neglected one of the biggest phenomena in Star Trek, Planet of the Apes. You have not printed anything at all about the 5 movies, TV show, or the Saturday morning cartoon series. Tim Blas, Henderson, North Carolina. They respond. Frequent Fangoria contributor Samuel Maroney has completed a general introduction to the Ape series, which will appear in our next issue. If that sparks enough reader interest, it may be the first chapter in an in-depth look at the entire Apes saga. I love the picture they chose for that. I can't get over it. I want a shirt with that on there, dude. Dr. Say is taking it. All right. So, saving Savini. Can anybody save Savini 40 years later? I don't think so. Fangoria number 4 is pure dynamite. Dynamite. It's definitely dated. I enjoyed all of the articles immensely, especially in the interview with H.G. Lewis. The story on Miss Monroe was also special to me since I had the pleasure of meeting her at a Pittsburgh fantasy film convention last summer. Would it be weird? Go up. Would it be weird if to go to a film convention, a fantasy nerd convention back then?
Oh, it would have been great, man.
Wild. Let's see. I saw your Monster Invasion section was packed with new films, and I'd love to see more info on, such as the films dealing with that prince of prosthetics, that master of gratuitous gore, Tom Savini. I trust you will comply. This is definitely a fucking nerd, dude.
Yeah, he's probably Tom Savini's buddy, dude, his roommate.
I trust you will comply, or I will set my gun to phaser to stun.
Yeah.
All right. Comply we will, Mike. His name was Mike from wherever the fuck. Todd already moved on. Unfortunately, a variety of factors delayed the appearance of our second Savini interview announced for this issue. So there was a Savini issue that was a Savini interview was promised, and they broke it again.
Oh,
that's 2 in a row interviews they broke it because Carpenter was supposed to be in the last one. Anyway, however, We'll have the inside story on Savini and his work for the Friday the 13th. And in issue number 7, we'll have exclusive coverage of Maniac, a recently completed shocker featuring the effects of Tom Savini and the acting talent of fantasy femme fatale Caroline Munro.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yes, that's going to be a good one. That's right around the corner. It's just 2 weeks away. The Fango Solution. Okay, I can't take it. I'm looking at Dr. Zayas take it in the ass. I'm sorry. That's right. Okay, I've done it. I've solved the secret of your magazine's title. This is how. He could be shaving his thumb in there, dude. Like fucking sorry, Tom Arnold to Eddie Furlong. He's giving him the thumb. He's getting him ready, dude. All right, sorry. Okay, I've done it. I've solved the secret of your magazine's title. This is how it breaks down. Fan equals fan. Fang equals fang. Gore equals gore. Ia equals cornucopia. Therefore, Fangoria is a cornucopia for fans and fangs and gore. That's it, right? What do you mean no? Well, I hope that Ronco black hole machine that you got for Christmas self-destructs and swallows your entire block. So there. Okay, that was kind of a pointless run-in. I enjoyed it though because I got to look at Dr. Zayas fucking in immense ecstasy, dude. Okay. All right. Once you go human, you don't go back. I don't know. All right. Solution number 2. I should think it would be perfectly obvious to anyone that the name of your magazine, Fangoria, is a contraction of the word phantasmagoria. Obvious, that is, to anyone who had taken weeks to figure it out, as I did. When I first read the title, I had assumed it to be some atrocious combination of fang and gore. I would like to see you devote more space to the lighter side of fantasy, films such as Lost Horizon, The Thief of Baghdad, the films of Walt Disney. Oh. This is what I would like to see in Fangoria. Are you fucking kidding me? Your coverage of the Christopher Lee fantasy Arabian Adventure is a step in the right direction. Randy Turnbull, you can go to hell.
Yeah, you shouldn't be reading Fangoria, Randy.
Randy Turnbull, I hope. Well, no, I hope you're okay. I hope you're alive and well.
I think it's funny how they dox him, dude. With his exact address.
Yeah, the address is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? You know, it's possible some of these guys might, you never know. Some of these people, this might be a family home. Like they might have been not of age and they moved out and their parents still live in that house.
Well, Randy could be born in the, he could be a 10-year-old boy who just, they posted his.
Now we're going to go get Randy. We're going to throw him in the back of our van and sell him across the border to some fucking.
Well, Randy now is what, about 50?
But it's just funny because technically, and it might be one of those rare situations where like the parents sell the house to their kid and they still live in the same house they grew up. Very interesting, dude. I would be interested if I was like a Randy Turnbull of Memphis, Tennessee, and I was reading this issue because if I knew I was featured in, I probably would always keep that magazine. And that would be weird pulling it out and be like, yeah, I still live there. That's still my address. Someone can hunt me down and kill me.
You are famous, Randy Turnbull.
All right, solution 3. After rereading my diatribe on issue number 1 and Fangoria number 3, I thought I'd tell you how much I've enjoyed your subsequent issues. The magazines have been improving noticeably with each issue, and I can honestly say that every article in the third issue was well worth reading. How about an interview with? Let's see. Next page. All right. Goodbye, Dr. Zayas. How about an interview with Peter Cushing? Has he done anything since Star Wars besides his brief appearance in Arabian Adventure? By the way, my college roommate thought Fangoria was some sort of disease. Greg Cox. Okay, so college kids, cool. Cushing has been, let's see, some sort of disease. 1980. This was before the AIDS epidemic. Party hard, guys. You got a couple more years. Live it up.
Yeah, that was late 80s, right?
So you got a few more years to live it up before it all stops being fun.
Yeah.
Party it up. Okay, response. Cushing has been taking things slowly since his wife passed away, but he has been announced as a co-star with Barbara Bach in a major budget picture concerning modern-day Satanism. More details as they develop. Do you guys know what film they're talking about by chance?
No, I don't.
Go ahead and scare us, says Fangoria editor. I kind of want to read this. Can you make us afraid to open your morning mail? The first results of Fangoria's first national costume parade are splendid. But as it's been pointed out, the contest favors those readers with makeup and mask making skills. The costume parade will march on, but we are starting a second competition. Everybody likes a good scare, especially us. We therefore offer a challenge. Scare us with a photo, short story of up to 200 words, joke, or anything publishable, and up to our usual standards of good taste. The winners will be awarded by publication in Fangoria and $7 worth of merchandise from Fangoria Vaults.
Wow.
This contest has almost no rules and no deadline. You could win $7 of merchandise. All you have to do is give up your IP, write them a story. And
what do you get? You like a keychain, a stamp, maybe a sticker?
So there's no rules, there's no deadline, so it's pretty much just always going on. You can just send in something in perpetuity. If they like it, they'll send you a coupon to get $7 of shit on their store. So they just want to be scared, right? So I could have taken a Polaroid of my big fucking cock, and back in 1980 it would have been baby beluga shaved, and they would be like, "What the fuck?" Because that was before the shaving revolution. Would I have gotten a keychain?
You got a question in the chat.
Cloudy, would I have gotten a keychain for that? Yo, new here, but I got one question for you. Movie to watch, Annabelle's Smile. Hey, Cloudy, new here. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
if you dig it, please subscribe. So you're asking us which one? Have you not seen either of them? I think Annabelle sucks. But I haven't seen Smile. I know some people like Smile. I haven't seen it. I know Smile has a recent sequel. But I really don't like Annabelle, dude. I mean, the Annabelle movie, I know there's like a few Annabelle flicks, and they do progressively get a little better with each one, but the first one is rough, dude.
Yeah, I would go with Smile as well. I did see Smile. It's like Silhouette is saying, it's solid. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of it. And Annabelle, I mean, I like The Conjuring. I really like the first Conjuring, and the second one I thought was good too. But yeah,
but the spin-off movies are not. They're a different breed.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a trash movie. So I always will remember that when I went to the theater and I saw who directed Annabelle, it is none other than John R. Leonetti. And John R. Leonetti is a very prolific cinematographer, DP, and he had worked his way up to being a director. Now, the only film he had directed up into that point was the infamous Mortal Kombat Annihilation. And I'm pretty sure John R. Leonetti was the DP on the first Mortal Kombat. He's done so many DP jobs on so many great films, but he directed Mortal Kombat Annihilation. We know how that went. It went so well that he didn't direct another movie until Annabelle. I don't remember if Annabelle came out, I want to say in like 2014. Yeah. I'm rough. And so that was a whole 17 years after Mortal Kombat Annihilation. So I don't know if he just couldn't get any more directing gigs after his first one, or if he decided, hey, I'm too traumatized, I'll stick to just holding the camera. I don't know what, but it's not a good movie. It's just real rough.
I need to go back to it. I saw it when it first came out on one of the streamers, and I don't know and remember enough about it, honestly.
Silhouette says Smile is artistically more appealing too. Mutineer says people used to trust each other a lot more. The internet fixed all that. Oh, with the addresses. Yeah, but even when I was a kid, we didn't lock the front doors.
No,
there was nothing like that going on. And, you had to have fucking John Wayne Gacy's and Ted Bundy's and shit like that to ruin the party for everybody. Mm-hmm. Now we all have to have fucking door cams and
everything.
We have everything is just surveillanced, Robert Knight 90 says Smile and Smile 2, in my opinion, are amazing. One of the best new horror franchises out there. So I think it's pretty unanimous, Cloudy. You should definitely watch Smile. And Sean says Blumkin House. Blumkin House. Cloudy says I'll do Smile. I watched like only a little bit of Annabelle. Yeah, dude. And if I remember correctly, Annabelle pretty much peaks at the very beginning, because I think it's like the girl. It's like kind of the origin, right? The girl dies and possesses the animal doll. I don't remember, but yeah. Thanks, Cloud. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Cloudy.
It all helps. If anybody in here is new, either during the stream or if you're watching the stream after the airing live, give us a sub. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, or Mac and Zach's new film company name. Oh
yeah, that'd be perfect.
Blumkin House, dude. That's a pretty fucking good idea.
They would do that. I'm sure they would.
Hey, speaking of company names, I sent this to Todd outside of all this. Do you see that fucking person that created a company and a website, and they stole Revival House.
Oh yeah.
And they were doing like
They're like
medium brand.
streetwear, aren't they, or something like
No, they're
that?
doing branding. They're like helping your business. So maybe we should contact Revival House about how to pump up our business, Revival House.
But they do Revival House with a dash, right?
Well, because they don't have the domain
Revival
like we do.
dash house. Yeah.
No, they had to do the dash revival dash. Yeah, we've got all the domains, so fuck off. But anyway, it's not exactly what we do, but like they're dealing with branding and shit like that. And I thought it was so
that'd be hysterical.
But dude, they started in like 2023 and they haven't been active in a year, so it's probably gone. They probably just started something, petered out. They probably don't even know the name. So all you pretenders to the throne trying to take the Revival House, we've been here for years, baby. Bring it on.
We even have the church coming after us.
Todd will suck your dick so fast, you better back off.
There's so many church revival houses. They think that they own the name, but we own it.
I get it though. It's like Revival House. It does, like, you know, it makes sense. The revival, the resurrection. So it is kind of a church thing, and it causes some confusion. But obviously, our nod is to Revival House cinemas and stuff like that. But I can understand. There's tons of church stuff, but I almost give the church stuff a pass, and that's so drastically different than what we do. Whatever. But when you're a branding company and you're kind of adjacent with entertainment, and you're helping entertain,
a Revival House, a Grind House, it's all the same stuff.
We are the Revival House. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. GeoCities.AngelFire.
I love GeoCities sites.
Yeah.
I was actually looking up how to build one of the old school ones.
It's fun to go back on the Wayback Machine and look at something else. All right, so go up. Let's finish. What's Canada's King? Go down. What is that? It's talking about Cronenberg. Okay, after reading countless articles wherein various individuals, Christopher Lee for one, doesn't want to be typecast, it's a relief to learn that David Cronenberg doesn't mind being Canada's king of horror. That didn't last long, did it? There's only a handful of those dedicated types around: George Romero, Richard Matheson, Dan Curtis, Stephen King, David Cronenberg, John Carpenter, Dan O'Bannon, Robert Bloch, etc. And so far, you have featured most of them with half a dozen issues. Thank you, gentlemen, and keep up the fantastic work. The fantastic work. First of all,
joke, William.
How disappointed were you when Cronenberg pretty much abandoned it within a decade later? Like a decade later is gone. He really hasn't been a horror guy, because it's like by 1990, was he really? What did he do that was body after 1990? What did he do after 1990? That was horror. I might be missing something, but what did he really do? Videodrome was 80s. The Fly was 80s. What did he do 1990 onward?
Well, he did what was that one with Dead Ringers was 88. That's what I was thinking of.
From 90 on.
Okay, he did Existence. That was a body horror. That was 99.
Would you call that horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sci-fi horror. And other than that, I can't think of anything, honestly.
Yeah. So
a lunch meat or a Naked Lunch.
Naked lunch.
Yeah.
Do you like Naked Lunch?
I remember liking it when I saw it. It's not one I've seen since probably the 90s.
Let's go up. Let's move on up. Anyway, he didn't stick with it forever. Okay. Back issues. I missed the first issue of Fangoria, and I would like to know if it's available as a back issue. There doesn't seem to be a back issue department of Fangoria yet, but I'm sure there are many others who are interested. King Booner from Memphis, Tennessee. A lot of Memphis write-ins, and King Booner, that is a great name. Yeah, do you remember back in the day? It's like if nothing lived forever online. You know, after the new issues of a magazine came out, all your local grocery stores or whatever would toss the old ones in the dumpster. I did a lot of dumpster diving behind retail stores back in the day, and I'd get like the old mags that got phased out. And a lot of Maximum stuff, dude, if you know what I mean.
Well, when I was working at a grocery store, we used to send them back, though. We had to put them back in plastic totes, and they used to go back to I don't know who took them back.
Barnes and Noble used to toss them.
Yeah, I remember they did.
I used to go behind that shopping center that we live by, and I used to just walk behind the Barnes and Noble, and you didn't really have to really dumpster dive. It would literally just be at the top. It was always just there, and I they might have like cut off something like a barcode. I don't remember what they might have done.
They took out the UPC.
But anyway, yeah. So if you missed an issue, you really missed an issue. But there was a thing where a lot of magazines you could order back issues. Did they charge you more if you missed it when it was on the shelves? Probably. You might have.
I want to say yes. I want to say yes.
Interesting.
Because you're probably paying for the space it takes up in the warehouse.
Okay, yeah, good point. So they respond, like other readers who have asked the same question, you've overlooked the back issue ordering information which appears on our subscription coupon, page 27. Yeah, so you fucking low life, read better. I like how he got reprimanded. Like, I didn't come here to get lectured. Request time. I'm so glad you started Fangoria. Before I had been buying, I had been buying another monster magazine and thought it was number one, but I guess I was wrong. What I like most about your magazine is that you have good stories and interviews, and your ads are limited. You've introduced me to a lot of new and old movies. I recently saw The Brood, issue number 3, and thought it was fantastic. There is one author I wish you would interview or cover his work in the article. That's Graham Masterson, the author of The Manitou. To my mind, he is the greatest in writing horror stories. I wish you much more success with Fangoria. Aaron Ward, my brother in Aaron Arms.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you ever read Graham Masterson?
No, I don't read much.
I'm not even familiar with him. Does he have any notable works that they turned into like films? I don't read much, as in I don't read at all anymore. I just don't.
I told somebody on Facebook the only thing I read is the back of a cereal box.
Yeah. Fair point, man. I ain't got time to read, dude. I got to make a living, dude. We look, we can't expect to be reading novels when pretty much the idea of a single income family is dead. It's like now everybody's got to work, dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that depressing?
Oh yeah.
Like the single income family in middle class is fucking dead. It's so depressing, dude. Anyway, okay, moving on. Enjoyed Fangoria number 3, especially interested in the article on the Night Stalker series. It's a tragedy that Dan Curtis didn't produce the television series of the Night Stalker. Both the original Stalker and the Night Strangler were classics because of Curtis's masterful production and the chilling music by Robert Cobert, who scored all of Curtis's productions. But the TV series stank. Speaking of Curtis, why not do an article on Dan's most famous production, the classic Dark Shadows, Richard Clark? Well, I don't know. But I wonder if this guy was happy with the Tim Burton Dark Shadows movie that came out like 30 years later. That sucked.
Which I always liked the TV series Dark Shadows. Growing up, I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, it's charming. I enjoy Fangoria fangoriously. Can we stop with this? The Doctor Who and Alien posters from issues number 2 and 3 were marvelous, and they look great on my wall. I would be like, they look great in my outhouse. My suggestions for articles in Fangoria include an episode guide for the animated Star Trek, e.g., also for Batman, Superman, and the Green Hornet, interviews with Chuck Jones and Mel Blanc, cartoon guys, and a feature on Marvel Comics. Mitchell B. Craig, Lancaster, South Carolina. Let's see how they respond. All fine. Oh, go down. It was down.
That's okay.
All fine suggestions, gang. We're sure your fellow Fangorians will let us know which of them we should next pursue.
None of them.
Do you want to talk to Mr. fucking Spacely?
Yeah.
And do like a cover on the Fantastic Four and Fangoria, dude? Makes no sense. Perhaps I must congratulate you on putting out perhaps the best monster and such related magazine to date. I'm pleased to find it produced with the same level of quality and intelligence as Starlog. I think I'm hooked as a regular reader. Henry Kujawa. Nice. Slips showing. I very much enjoyed the article on Stephen King in issue 3. I'm a big fan of his books. I thought it said boobs. I would like to know where I can write to him or his manager. Okay. Also, in your article, you mentioned that Salem's Lot would be premiered on NBC, but we all know by now that it was aired on CBS. Would I be right in assuming that it was originally prepared for NBC and that you had already printed the article after finding out that it was changed to CBS? Anyway, keep those presses turning so we can have more fantastic issues of Fangoria. Robert Miller, Atwater, California. What the whistle before I read this.
D5, is that his apartment number? Mm-hmm. Oh my god, they went to that depth.
Sarah Connor, yes. Boom. No, Robert Miller, yes. I'd be like, anyway. All right. Actually, Robert, that was plain old garden variety error. Not nearly as bad as the gaffe we made in issue number 4, where we repeatedly misspelled the name of Richard Kobritz, producer of the Salem's Lot telefilm. Our apologies to all concerned, and you can write to Mr. King in care of the hardcover publisher, Viking Press, 625 Madison Avenue, New York, 10022. All right. The Night Stalker article, Fango 3, was really great, but when I was reading the cast and credits, I came over a mistake in the cast. You have Ron Updike as Jack Greenwich when it was really the other way around. Now we should not make mistakes like that and try to keep up with your sister mag Starlog. Let's keep on the ball and keep on having a wonderful magazine. Kenneth
Oh
B.
my
Cole.
God,
Is this Kenneth Cole, the fucking clothes guy, dude? The
yeah,
the designer,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
We have another famous guy before he was famous. Is this Kenneth Cole, like that fucking perfume dude? He has perfume.
Oh,
Like Kenneth Cole jeans.
Cole, yeah.
Yeah, he's a designer, man. Attention, subscribers. Ooh, effective with the mailing of this issue. Fangoria has a new mailing address for renewals. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't give a shit about that. Okay, let's move to the next page. Mutineer says Cronenberg, to him, The Fly was his big horror send off. I feel you. I want to see Saturn 3 now, dude. This looks trippy. Yeah. I've always ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a kid it was confusing. Like, where's Saturn 1 and 2? Do I got to watch those first?
That's exactly why I never watched it.
But it's not. It just must be like the plant, like a Saturn 3. It's confusing. Zoom in on it, and I'd like to read it. All right, conceived by Barry, directed by Donnan. Okay, far from the corrupting influence of a decadent Earth on Triton, third moon of Saturn, is experimental-based Saturn 3. It's in here that Alex, Farrah Fawcett, and Adam Kirk Douglas, two idealists in civilization that have yielded to sensation, seek an answer to the nutritional problem of Earth's hungry billions. Wow, Kirk Douglas and Farrah Fawcett. What a team up. Though their hydroponics research is of grave significance, Alex and Adam have found a brand of peace at Saturn 3. Adam, knowing Earth and its ways, considers the station a haven from decadence. Alex is a young woman who was born in space and has never set eyes on Earth. She has remained innocent of its influence, and with Adam's protection, she will be kept so. Though Saturn 3 has earned a reputation as one of the most desolate spots in the solar system, Alex and Adam have transformed it into the last outpost of domestic tranquility, a tranquility that is shattered with the arrival of a ship from Earth. On board that ship are two beings that will change forever the destinies of the two lovers. One of these is Benson, the man who calls himself Major James, played by Harvey Keitel. Hold on for a second. First of all, it sounds interesting to me. And Farrah Fawcett was making with Kirk Douglas in this. Like, Kirk Douglas was pretty fucking old in 1980, even, dude. And Farrah Fawcett had to have been like a young piece, dude. Still pretty young. You know what I mean?
Farrah, was she?
In 1980?
Yeah.
Yeah, she still had to be pretty young. How old was Farrah Fawcett and how old was Kirk Douglas?
So Farrah Fawcett was born in 47.
Oh, so she was 33. Okay. How old was Kirk Douglas?
Kirk Douglas was...
So she was 33.
Kirk Douglas is born in 1916.
Oh, okay. 1916. So he was only the ripe old age of fucking 64, dude. That's what I'm saying. He was an old man in 80. So 64 and she was 33. That tracks. She's old.
Well, I mean,
they're all adults.
He likes the young meat, yeah.
But
young, but when she was in her 30s, right?
That's, I don't know. It's funny. She should have been dating her son, dude. His son. Anyway, where are we at here? Okay. Benson has embraced the dehumanized culture of Earth, just as Alex and Adam have rejected it. And as established in the film's opening sequence, he is a murderer. The real Major James, who was to take the mission to Saturn 3, was jettisoned into a vacuum of space by the mentally unstable space jockey just moments prior to Benson's departure. They're just giving away the whole story, aren't they? There's a second passenger aboard the craft, though he still lies dormant in an airtight case. This is Hector, the first robot of the demigod. Oh, it got blurry. Series. Shipped to the base 8. Is this going to tell us the whole fucking story? If it is,
I
I'm going to
believe
stop
so.
reading it.
Yeah.
But go ahead and forward to it. Yeah, I'm gonna not read all of this because I feel like it's gonna give too much because I want to see this. But let's look at these pictures.
So it's streaming on Tubi if you're interested.
Okay, yeah, it's always been available. I just been.
It's from the director of Singing in the Rain.
Oh, sold.
Yeah.
Is that Fred Astaire? Kirk was in his late 400s, dude. At that point, he's super old. Let's look at these pictures, man. Can you zoom in?
Yeah.
But Harvey Keitel's awesome, man. I'd like to see it.
Jar of brain, it looks like.
Yeah. Looks like chewed up bubble gum, dude. You ever do that where you chew bubble gum, dude? It looks like a brain, dude.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Harvey Keitel. There's someone in skin tight. There's Kirk Douglas, dude, trying to not look like he's in his 60s. He looks like he pulled a fucking muscle. That must be a Farrah Fawcett being covered up and embraced by Kirk Douglas over there.
Yeah.
He's got damage to his head. Okay, go down. Oh, look at that hot Kirk Douglas bod. Look at that bag of bones, dude. Don't you want to pin up that in your outhouse? God. All right.
Yeah, Farrah's looking pretty good though.
All right.
Well, is this like a Star Wars ripoff then, or what?
I don't know. Farrah Fawcett peaked with Man of the House. We all know this.
Well, she was in Milk Money though, right?
That was Melanie Griffith.
Oh, okay.
No, fair. Okay, The Fog. This is what we want to see.
Yeah.
Classic images of The Fog. Awesome set design. Really, really cool stuff.
Beautiful, man.
Let me kind of read it. Can you zoom in on this stuff?
Yes.
All right. What's the tag there? The Fog. Go to the left. Rolling into theaters across the country, an epic ghost tale from the creators of Halloween. Okay. All right. So scroll back. Can you zoom in just a tad? Like a little tad.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. It was 100 years ago that a gang of scavengers used a false beacon to lure a fog-bound schooner, the Elizabeth Dane, to its doom on the rocky coast of Northern California. Their pockets lined with the treasure looted from the hold of the Dane, the renegades later became respectable businessmen, elders of Antonio Bay, the town that subsequently grew about the site of the shipwreck. The murderous crime that marked the birth of that town was forgotten with time, remembered only as legend, a legend of a looted treasure ship and a murderous crew that will return for vengeance with the return of the fog. Now Antonio Bay is preparing to celebrate its centennial, and a mysterious fog bank of record intensity is approaching the coast. That's the simple premise behind the otherworldly events of The Fog, the third feature film to come from the collaboration of writer-director John Carpenter and writer-producer Deborah Hill. Opening in February in New York and LA, and in March in theaters across the country, The Fog is certain to be the focus of careful attention from Hollywood filmmakers and critics, as well as Carpenter's fans. To all the question will be the same. They did it with Halloween. Can they do it again? That stands as a real challenge to Carpenter and Hill. Scroll over. Since Halloween now stands as the most successful independently made film of all time, though shot in 4 weeks on a budget of less than $500,000, it looks more polished than many studio features made from many times that sum, and has already reaped a box office bonanza in excess of $50 million and still rising. Since its late 1978 release, scores of independent producers have opened their purses to finance similarly modest shock film projects in an effort to create the next Halloween. The results of that effort are just beginning to reach the neighborhood theaters. A bonanza of low-budget thrillers, certain to include some films of real merit, with recent When a Stranger Calls. Go ahead. That's what it's going to say. And obviously, Friday the 13th, right? It's going to be coming up. Stranger Calls is one example, as well as some grade A schlock. Talent reunion, but if any film has the potential to steal Halloween's crown, it's The Fog. In addition to the creators Carpenter and Hill, virtually every key technical crew member from Halloween is performing in the same capacity on The Fog, including production designer, film editor Tommy Wallace, film editor Charles Bornstein, director of photography Dean Cundy, and camera operator Ray Stella. The care and effort taken to resemble the core crew is a testament to the mutual loyalty and strong working relationship that exists between Carpenter Hill and the film technicians. Kim Gottlieb, still photographer for both Halloween and The Fog, agrees. Working with John is like working vacation, she says. He takes the best people with him from film to film, and the result is a smoothly working unit, almost like a family. Not that The Fog will be a carbon copy of Halloween, after all. The easy way out would have been to just make Halloween 2. Halloween was a haunted house story, says Carpenter, an attempt to do a horror film which incorporates all of the devices that you would expect from a horror film. No need for an extensive plot, just pure evil on the loose on Halloween night. We gave the evil form and a reason to do what it does and just let it go from there. So Halloween 2 did end up coming in the future, obviously. I don't think, I mean, The Fog is great. It didn't top Halloween. It obviously didn't top the legacy of Halloween. But
I enjoy it more than Halloween, but
maybe these days, yeah. I mean, Halloween is so done, dude. It's just, it's so done to death, man.
And I always like ghost stories more than a slasher, my personal taste.
I always have. I feel like you used to be the slasher guy.
I do, but I mean, some of these ghost stories, though. I mean, the fact that they still creep me out. I mean, no slasher has ever creeped me out.
I just kind of want to see like the quotes here. There's no more quotes in the middle section. Symbolic objects. Like all ghost stories, the Fog story derives its atmosphere from a series of symbolic objects. The ancient lighthouse, the ghost ship, the stone church, the gold cross, and of course the fog itself. This is the sharp contrast to Halloween, where the only two objects of concern were the abandoned house and the killer's knife. Deborah Hill points out that the fog can be considered a character itself as it precedes each of the ghostly apparitions. The idea of fog provides a framework in which I've always wanted to work. Carpenter admits opportunities to do certain cinematic things. You don't really see the ghosts in the fog as much as you think you see them. The fog effects in the film are a creation of Dick Albain Jr., co-owner of Albain Sr. of the prestigious LA SFX firm A&A Effects. Sean Boyle, I'm sure you're familiar with them because you're an effects guy, right? Are they still around? Past work was largely been in the TV field and for non-fantasy films like New York, and The Main Event, blah, blah, blah. Okay, moving on. I want this to be an interview, so we still didn't get an interview with Carpenter.
No.
They're just doing a piece, and they got a couple of quotes. Burt I. Gordon's The Coming. This looks awesome, dude. I don't know why I've never seen this. An exclusive preview of the summer's occult shocker from Mr. B.I.G. What is Mr. B.I.G.?
I have no idea.
Okay, witchcraft lives in Salem. It lives in the ancient landmarks of the Massachusetts town, to the old courthouse where witches were actually tried and sentenced, in houses where they are said to have lived, and in cemeteries that now hold the bones of both accuser and accused. Witchcraft lives as an accepted part of the town's traditions, as even the name of the local high school's ball team, the Salem Witches, attests. But most of all, witchcraft lives in Salem through the presence of an active community of practicing witches. Some 350 witches are now said to be living in the Salem area. The townspeople, unlike their predecessors, are neither blinded by religious prejudice, nor are they neglectful of the tourism value of Salem's witchy traditions. So today's witches are an accepted part of Salem life. It is the presence of modern-day witch cults, as well as the Salem landmarks, that lured filmmaker Burt I. Gordon and the crew of Magic Circle Films to the New England town where The Coming is being filmed. Oh, Burt I. Gordon, Mr. B.I.G. This guy's Mr. Big, dude. God, okay. All right. The Coming was first conceived last year while Gordon was in pre-production with another project, Devilfish, which was described as Jaws on the epic scale. Wasn't Jaws already on an epic scale? All right. In Gordon interview of Starlog 16, first artist, the company which was to distribute Devilfish ran into severe legal problems and the project was shelved temporarily, says Gordon, whose enthusiasm for the monster fish tale is undiminished. While the fate of the first artist was being settled, Gordon set to work on The Coming. The honest approach. I was thinking about doing a film on witchcraft and the occult with a different sort of approach. Gordon said we spoke with him in the old century Salem courthouse where he was filming a key scene. I wanted an honest approach, not a contrived evil witch story, and we were looking for something based on fact. It was early last May when it occurred to me that the use of the Salem witch trials as a starting point, but instead of an historical film, I wanted to find some way to bring the action up to the present day. After I spent a considerable amount of time trying to think of an effective link with the present, Evie, Gordon's fiance, turn the page. Wow, there's a lot on this. I don't want to read all this because I kind of want to watch it. Let's look at these pictures.
Yeah. So Mr. Big is a director that directed Empire of the Ants, which is pretty big, and also Food for the Gods.
Okay.
So
that looks cool.
In the 70s. And this was, I think the alternate title for this was Burned at the Stake.
That's a fucking awesome title.
Yeah, so I think that's the one they went with.
I'm gonna start a band called Burned at the Stake, dude. It's pretty cool. Look, young Dorcas Gord is burned at the stake for the practice of witchcraft. Go down. I just want to look at the pictures here. Who is this like scarecrow looking dude? He's got like fucking plague, dude. He's got
Makeup
genital warts all
artist.
over his body.
He does.
Makeup artist Charles Schramm checks the work on Reverend Paris. They must have cursed him with a plague, dude.
That's cool, dude.
Oh, what's that condition where people really hate the sight of people with like holes?
Oh god, that's me, dude. I hate that, dude.
Does that not freak you out? Because that's what that looks like.
It freaks me out, dude.
Like, what is your fear? Like they're gonna eat you or swallow you? Or
no. Like there used to be like some image like that was on Facebook back in the day where like you saw like a million holes, dude, and like it made my like freaking like hair crawl, dude.
It's
like,
a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yes, it's weird. It's just a weird feeling, dude. Looking at that, not this one. I can't barely see this one, but
yeah, it's pretty gross. Go up. Susan Swift as Lauren Graham confronted by the evil Reverend. Oh, with all the fucking warts all over his face. Go down again. Look at that picture. You know what that reminds me of? That looks like the bottom of those really old McDonald's patties people just have on YouTube. Like this is how you know it's not real food. The McDonald's patty still doesn't have mold after 5 years.
Oh yeah,
but they look like that when you cook that. It's like soaking in water, dude. And it's got those like weird like holes from like the bubbles. Gross, dude. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Village of the Damned. Let's just kind of like peruse this. Let me look at that picture of the shotgun to the head. That's pretty hard. An alien influence, double-barreled death. It's pretty hardcore, man. Go to the no floating saucers, no SFX dazzle, just grade A chills and Wolf Rio's Invasion Classic. I've never seen the original.
I haven't either.
I should watch it. I wonder if it's better than the Carpenter remake.
It looks pretty cool.
Well, I mean, I wonder how much they changed the story for the remake, or if it's pretty it's pretty creepy, man. And they were still able to pull off the creepiness with the eyes in black and white, and let's see. Hypnotic powers of the children begin to claim victims as the villagers rebel. One man is forced to commit fiery suicide. Can't go down. And Barbara Shelley is forced by her own son to plunge her hand in boiling water. Oh, that is in the remake. Yeah, the kid does that. Sanders' last-ditch plan to defeat the invaders and the crumbling of his mental defense against the children's telepathic powers. Young Martin Stevens, Village of the Damned's lead alien, makes eyes at a villager. Have you guys ever seen the original Village of the Damned?
It's a good question, because I need to put that on my list too.
Oh, the great animated apes, Part 2, Son of Kong. Son of Kong is so cute, though. Look at him. Why has he got like white hair? Albino.
Look at that. That's ridiculous, dude.
Grabbing the finger.
He's like tickling him, dude.
Oh God, you better be glad. Eddie Furlong better be glad that Tom Arnold wasn't a fucking Son of Kong, dude, with that thumb.
Well, did you see the Eddie Furlong reviews that he was getting on Cameo, dude?
You sent them to me. He was getting shit reviews on Cameo.
Yeah, terrible.
No, Eddie, you didn't even say my name in the Cameo.
Yeah.
I think the OG Village is better, Mutineer. Yeah, I'd like to watch it.
Okay.
Eddie Furlong, dude. So
I will watch that, Mutineer.
All right. I wonder if like the Cameo platform, if the rating system just acts as like a deterrent, like, hey, it's up to you, buyer beware, look at the ratings. Or if like, I wonder if the platform would actually kick you off if you just got like constant negative feedback. Because he would ultimately make the platform look kind of bad, right? Don't you think? Yeah. All right. Oh God, it's exactly like I feared. The legendary world of fairies, dude.
Yeah, some of these.
What? This is the poster spread. What the hell is this? What little girl is putting this shit in their bedroom wall? It was like a kid, dude. Look at that crayon picture. Go back. Sorry, let's go back. That looks like ass, dude.
Yeah, terrible.
Who did this?
I don't know. I don't care.
If it says there, it's like, oh, this is a Make-A-Wish kid. Then I'd feel terrible. But it doesn't look great. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's the spread. That's what you get.
Yeah.
Are those supposed to be posters?
I guess,
like pages, dude. All right, them making a mountain out of an anthill is no picnic. Ask Ted Sherdeman, producer writer for the 1954 classic. Go up. I've never seen. I think I said in the last stream, there's really a lot of stuff in the 50s.
There's so many monster movies, man.
But the 50s I have not fully explored. Yeah. There's just so much to go through. But one of these days I'm going to go on a huge deep dive and just have a great old time with it. Never see it. You know what? Them is good though. I like King Diamond's album. Them. That's a good Them. All right, let's move on. I mean, there's a charm to all that shit. Dude.
Yeah,
I think it's really fun. Them is one of the better giant bug movies. Yeah, one of these days I have to go on we should do like a commentary. Why don't we ever dive in the 50s? I bet you a lot of this stuff might be public domain.
Yeah.
It's so old. I mean, could it be in the public domain?
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not, I guess it's not old enough to be in the public domain yet, but I know there's a lot of movies from that era that are like kind of have fallen through the cracks and whatever, but I wonder if there would be any interest in covering old shit like this. New from publishers of Starlog, Cinemagic, and Fangoria. Go. The Secrets of the Cyclones. These look like gay stormtroopers, dude. Why is he standing like that? His hip out?
Star Trek the motion picture.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Sunday Morning Madness. Alien Creations for Jason of Star Command. Yeah, this is just not my genre. Look at that.
That looks cool, dude. It looks funny, dude.
It looks fun. Look at that.
Like an acid trip, dude.
Looks like a Saudi prince there at the head of the table. What's going on? What's those like slime monsters behind him, dude?
Oh yeah.
They're like meat wads.
The creep show monsters.
It is pretty cool, and the sets are pretty cool. Jason of Star Command. R.I.P. Spaceman. Hey, Satan. What's up to the chat? Hey, welcome to the chat. Sorry.
Hey, Satan.
Yeah, we gave a little tribute to Space Ace
yeah.
Earlier in the show, man. But sad stuff. Go pump Detroit Rock City. In honor of the man. Cyclones is a Battlestar Galactica thing. Oh, is this an offshoot of Battlestar Galactica? Okay. I know a lot of people like that Edward James Olmos remake show, Battlestar Galactica, when that was on like 20 years ago. I never watched any of it, but I mean that looked pretty cool. I'd check it out. What do we have here in the fog? Is this continued or something?
Yeah, continued.
Go up. Let's go up to that. That's the good shit. Let's see if there's anything of note. I just wanted to see where there's quotes. Atmospheric horror, go down suspense and atmosphere. According to Hill, the fog will rely more upon suspense and atmosphere than on the sledgehammer shocks of Halloween. One example of this approach is the way that suspense is built into the situation of the character played by Adrienne Barbeau. Initially, it's very lax situations, says Hill. She has a nighttime radio show and she plays nostalgic big band music. As the threat becomes clear, she's isolated and helpless in the lighthouse and unable to see. Unable. I can't talk, guys. Unable to see after her son, who's back in the town. At one point, she calls over the radio for someone to see if her son is safe. Yeah, I mean, we've all seen the movie. Let's see. Go down. Go up, actually. Yeah, being drinking to kiss all day. Just woke up drunk. Oh, jeez. I was like that with Ozzy, dude. I didn't drink, but like I was really sulking in it, listening to it. I'll have to throw on some Kiss after this, man. I went on this whole big diatribe about how I actually really like 80s Kiss. But okay, go up. Is there anything else here? Michael, John Houseman, Mike Machen tells the tale of the wreck of the Elizabeth Dane. Yeah. Well, I would have really liked an interview, a legit interview, not just a couple of quotes, but hopefully they make good on that soon. Go ahead and the Rocky Horror Picture Show official cap.
There you go.
A flat bill ball cap with the lip, plush blood red embroidered Rocky lips. Okay, I would never wear that. I've never been a Rocky Horror guy.
I'd rock it. I like Rocky Horror. You don't like musicals at all, though.
Satan would love that hat. No, I'm not a musical guy. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we got. Monster Invasion.
Phoenix.
Is this all the oh yeah, let's go. This is all the upcoming movies.
Warnings.
Let's just kind of look at what the upcoming movies are. So we got Omen 3. Yeah, the Phoenix. We got Omen 3. You knew it was coming, didn't you? The final chapter, Omen 3, and the working title for producer Harvey Bernard's second sequel to the Bernard Richard Donner gem, The Omen. Damien Thorne, now in his 30s, has been appointed to the earthly father's old post, ambassador of the court of St. James. In fact, it's all part of Hell's plan for domination over Earth. Negotiations are underway for cast and director. Shooting begins in April, hopefully for a summer 81 release. The Omen stuff got way too carried away.
I was never an Omen guy. I just find it kind of boring.
I think the Omen's a solid movie, but it's Richard Donner. That was his first film coming off of TV. He was a TV guy, TV movies, things like that. And I just feel like the Omen feels like a TV movie. It feels like a made-for-TV movie, even though it's not. Even like with its lack of actual real threat and violence too, it just feels like that kind of production. Phobia, Macabre, Tiefer, that's like Kiefer Sutherland. Go up. Let's just I just want to skim these. Rocky Horror. Oh, so wait, Rocky. Despite a last-minute change of location from a huge concert palace, Rocky Con. It so blows me away. This was such a phenom.
Oh yeah.
Store. Rocky Con was one of the genuine Halloween treat for New York areas. People were like, God, going to these cons and dressing up and going to these showings and stuff. It's pretty cool. Richard O'Brien holds fourth at Rocky Con 1. Go down. I think I saw Raiders Lost Ark was getting previewed. The Hearse, Raiders Lost Ark. Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and executives at Paramount Pictures have all signed on the dotted line. The top secret action adventure film project will start shooting at Elstree Studios near London this May, with plans for a summer 1981 release. Craig Miller, Lucasfilm's publicist, says that no plot details can be revealed at this time, but does reveal that the picture, set sometime in the past, cannot be classified as science fiction or fantasy, and you will never guess what it's about from the title, adds Miller. Lucas has written the plot for the film and for 4 sequels, also optioned by Paramount. God. And Spielberg will direct from the script by Larry Kasdan, writer of the final script for The Empire Strikes Back. Lucas will also serve as executive producer. It's funny. So this is before Indiana Jones was the thing. It was coming. There's obviously no Harrison Ford attached. And interesting. I often wonder if I was living back then and if I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark like all the kids did, if I would have liked it. But
I loved it. It was always on television.
I never bonded with those movies. Just never did. Dragon Slayer. Okay, we've seen that. The Plague Dogs, Baby Snakes, the Quartermass Conclusion. Okay. All right. Misdirected. Nothing to see here. We can move on. The Omen. The Omen most definitely feels like a TV movie. I also think it's kind of boring. Yeah, it's not it's not great. I think it's okay though. It's all for you, Damien. Let's see. Omen freaked me out as a kid. Of course, they told us it was basically a documentary, so no surprise. Yeah, the kid was creepy. Well, it's like, hey, this is foretold. This is the apocalypse. The Antichrist is going to come back. That's what the Bible stuff tells you. Look at that alien costume, dude. Dead center. The Xenomorph.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that.
This is the costume parade. I want to read. Ralph Carpenter Jr. constructed his outfit after seeing his favorite movie, Abbott and Costello Meet the Alligator Man from Outer Space. Actually, this alienated fan had this photo printed up at an unusual Christmas card. As a Christmas card. Merry Christmas to you too, Ralph. And to all your little eggs out there in Charlotte, North Carolina, a big holiday hug about the face. Go up. Wow, this guy made this back in the day.
Yeah.
And also, it's like you could just go online and look up pictures of the alien. Maybe if you have an issue of Fango for reference, but like nobody has home video or alien on home video. That's crazy, dude. That it looks like sweatpants.
That's pretty impressive, dude. Yeah.
Look how bag. I wonder what he made the head out of.
Hey, and speaking of homemade costumes, next Friday night, Aaron's gonna have his homemade costume on.
My costume is completely homemade. Yeah, just as it was in 1995. Yep. Okay, moving forward. It's not as good as this guy's though. Oh, look at that little Eddie Munster looking dude. Wait, this issue's final winner is a chip off the old count. He's the Oh, they gave him they played the kid card. Yeah. They gave him extra points because he's a little guy. He's adorable. But there's no way this guy fucking beats the alien up there. Give me a break, dude. The issue's final winner is a chip off the old count. Compare him with the fellow on page 42. At 3 years of age, Edward Jackson is one of the youngest followers of Fangoria. Edward and his father, Edward the Elder, are two of our biggest fans in Irvington, New Jersey, which goes to show you the family that fangs together hangs together. Winners, your $5 checks are in the mail. Other entrants, there is no deadline and almost no rules, so keep trying. And the rest of you folks, get on the stick. Or is that a stake? Think you can do better than these uglies? Then do it. The whole world is waiting. Wait, I thought they got a $7 coupon. Now it's $5 checks, dude.
Yeah.
Which is it, dude?
That's funny.
Wipe my ass that $5 check.
Wonder how Edward Jackson's doing now, man.
I don't know. We should look him up sometime. Invite him on the podcast.
It's a pretty common name.
Okay, let's oh, this is a reader poll. I have no interest in this. No interest in the reader poll. Classified ads. Is there anything good here? We've come to an end on this. Let me see.
This is the last page. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything on the classified ads. Classified ads, basic rate, distortions, unlimited. I can't read that fucking weird computer text, dude. I'm not reading it. But they're masks. Grab bag bonanza, Starlog. What's that? The Warriors battle jacket. Nobody is really paying for coverage on this.
Yeah.
I'm actually shocked. There's not really a whole lot. Things to come for our sixth issue. Oh, yeah, it's a sneak peek. For our sixth issue, which marks a full year of monsters, aliens, and bizarre creatures, we revisit Tom Savini, whose inside story on the grisly effects of Dawn of the Dead was the most popular feature of our premiere issue. This time, Savini takes us behind the scenes of 3 shock films that he's worked on in the recent months. Effects, Friday the 13th, and Maniac, all planned for 1980 releases. So, unless Savini fucking cancels, issue 6 is going to be amazing.
Yes.
Stephen King, interviewed in Fango 3, is another visitor to our anniversary reunion. In an exclusive interview, King and filmmaker George Night of the Living Dead Romero talk about their collaborative film plans, The Stand, to be based on King's novel, and Creepshow, an original King screenplay. Wow. So that's going to be a good one too, unless they cancel. So Romero was tapped to originally do The Stand.
I didn't know
that didn't come to fruition, but
yeah.
Also featured will be the animated Saturday morning series Flash Gordon with a complete episode guide to its first season and a look at several classics of fantasy past, including Mighty Joe Young and the Planet of the Apes series, plus innumerable surprises. It included the first adventure of the Irrepressible. Guys, these fucking words, these are not flowing. There's a tongue twister. Count Fangor. Delineated. There's like fucking like 3 or 4 or 5 10-syllable words in one sentence, dude, by master cartoonist Howard Cruz. He kind of looks like that guy who's trying to get the Smurfs, dude. He's got that dick nose.
So don't get too excited because the next issue, it was issue 6, right?
Yeah. Did they cancel?
I don't know if he canceled, but on the cover, it's C3PO and R2D2.
Let's look at a sneak peek. Pull up the cover of the next issue. Yeah, Romero is also going to do Pet Sematary.
I want that jacket, dude.
Well, I mean, Mary Lambert did awesome with Pet Sematary, but that would be interesting if Romero did Pet Sematary. Wow. Yeah, they were so tight. He probably wanted him to do everything, dude. Satan says the place I work at, 3 people called in 3 weeks ago because they thought the rapture was going to happen.
Are you kidding? I didn't even know it was supposed to happen until somebody said it on the stream.
Wait, oh shit. Why is the rapture happening? What?
I don't know.
Todd's like, I didn't know it's supposed to happen. Like, I missed it. Who said it's supposed to happen? Is it another Mayan calendar, dude?
Yeah, that's people are talking about it in the chat a few weeks ago. And I don't know who ended up.
Well, either it didn't happen or we're all fucked because we're all still here.
Yeah, that's true.
Or we missed it. Or nobody made it, and that would be depressing. Oh, wait, some guy in Africa said it? Oh, well, then it must be true. Eat the poo-poo. Some guy in Africa told us to eat the poo-poo. You know what I mean? Robert Knight 90, it's a new rapture cult. Like I'm saying, is this a new thing? Because some fucking weirdo in Africa, he ate some poo-poo and then he decided to, he got poo-poo high and said, the rapture is coming. I see it. It is foretold in this poo-poo.
Okay.
It was just beyond the corn. and I dug through it.
I found it. So
there's a big thing recently. A lot of people were cheering on the rapture. Of course, it didn't happen again. The next Fangoria teaser. Gross. R2D2 and C3PO go up.
Friday 13th, at least. Wait, shock effects special. Tom Savini. There we go.
Okay, why is he not the fucking cover?
Rob Boutine's in this one too.
Plus Stephen King, George Romero, Quartermass, and too much. So yeah, I mean, it looks like that shit they mentioned is still there. I mean, I guess Star Wars was hot, so it's like, hey, we got to put Star Wars on the cover. But they're trying to establish themselves as a monster magazine. Why are they still insisting on putting C3PO?
The Starlog isn't up there.
That's right. Super anniversary issue.
So it's tribute to Hammer Film. So
that poster, it's cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Satan, Star Wars. I thought this was a horror magazine.
This is the last one that they're doing the sci-fi cover arts or cover.
But they didn't even say anything about Star Wars on the sneak peek in the last issue.
No.
All they did was mention all this badass shit, like Tom Savini talking about 3 bangers he had coming out in 1980, and Stephen King and George Romero, all this cool shit. And then
they're still trying to cater to the Starlog audience.
But we got to put Star Trek on the cover. Anthony Daniels in The Empire Strikes Back. C3PO from the inside. This movie's old, guys. Why is this here?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's just to grab eyes. So anyway, I just saw a Tales from the Crypt Returns, 10 new episodes. What?
Really?
Go ahead and why don't you pull that up, Todd? Let's get rid of that.
All right.
10 Tales from the Crypt Returns, 10 new episodes this October 25th. But they're not going to have the Crypt Keeper, I bet. I bet it's just going to be like anthology without it's going to be like No Robert Stack and the Unsolved Mysteries Netflix, which is cool too. But Satan, Star Wars, yeah. Sean Boyle, anyone hear more about this? We're going to look it up. Those Wampas were scary, dude. It was a hoax. Oh, was it a hoax? I thought I heard somebody blurbing about this on some forum or whatever, but I think I looked too and I couldn't find anything.
Tales from the Crypt Returns on Max.
I don't think they worked that shit out. Why would they have a return and they don't even have the old series on there? I think they would want to, if they were really going to revive the franchise and they really worked it out with the IP holders, you would think that they would lube everybody up by releasing Tales from the Crypt on a Max finally and letting people kind of ingest all that and get ready for and get excited for a return. Because I just think the only people that even know what Tales from the Crypt is anymore are our age and older.
Yeah, that must be fake news.
Yeah, it's probably fake news. It's too bad. They need to work their shit out. I would just be happy if they could just put them on streaming and work it out with HBO and give us like a Blu-ray release.
Oh yeah,
give us some kind of cool packaging. Dude, re-release the set on Blu-ray. I just want something better on DVD. It doesn't have to be 4K.
They would look great too.
Give us another presentation, a better presentation, a widescreen presentation, and then it would bonus. Give us some special features. How badass? I mean, I doubt they could do special features on every episode because there's just so many involved. But it would be cool if they had like a nice featurette, or like maybe a featurette per season or something. Because there's a lot of people that still love it, but we're all going to die off and it's going to be gone forever. So it's too bad. Yeah, it's that damn AI.
Mm-hmm.
It's that damn Sasquatch. Could be testing the waters
again.
Yeah, just people that do start fake rumors to see if there's any interest. But I don't think that one really set the internet on fire, unfortunately. But is there anything else we want to talk about before we wrap up, guys? It was fun. I think next issue is going to be really good. Don't let the Star Wars fool you. There was a lot of good stories to be had on that. And it doesn't look like anybody canceled. So, and then after that issue, is it Friday 13th? What's the cover after that?
Friday 13th. Yes.
So I think we're off to the races.
No. Sorry. The Shining.
Oh, off to the races. I'll take
Friday 13th. Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I guess we'll wrap it there. We want to remind you that today's Friday. So Wednesday, we are going to be doing, remind me again, Todd, what's Wednesday?
Freddy's Nightmares, the Halloween episode.
So yes, we're going to go back to the well of Freddy's Nightmares, even though I really didn't enjoy myself on the one that's up now because I just don't think it's a good show. But the Halloween, apparently the Halloween episode actually has Freddy. the story, the main protagonist of the story, is actually being tormented and haunted by Freddy. So it could be interesting. So I'm actually kind of intrigued, and I might even watch it watch it tonight or tomorrow and skip ahead and get ahead, and hopefully it's not bad. And then Wednesday will also be are we going to talk about the last, or you want to talk about the last two Freddy movies there?
Yeah, we can do it Wednesday.
Because Friday is a big day.
Yeah, Friday is.
Because Friday we're going to be doing the Pet Cemetery 2 work print commentary for that for Halloween, and we will also do a fun commentary of my short film. That'll be fun. So Todd and I will just watch it. We'll have it plastered on the screen. Like I said, we don't have to really worry about copyright. And if somebody steals my fucking movie, they want to copyright it. Who cares? But anyway, so guys, if you haven't watched that short film yet, go ahead and give it a watch. It's about 18, 19 minutes, and get all prepared for the commentary that we'll do next Friday. And it'll be a good time. And also just go check it out for support. And those of you that have, I appreciate you greatly. It's not lost on me. If you guys want to support this channel, any addition, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so, especially if you're new. Like the video, comment. If you want to go the extra mile, we do have a membership, gains you access to our exclusive member commentaries. Pretty much after the Halloween episode, Todd and I have to kind of start deciding what we're going to do for the next member commentary.
Yeah.
And any members out there, if you become a member, let us know what you want to hear. We take requests and we do what you guys want to watch. And I'll have to see if it works out to where we have to do, if we're going to be doing it after the week of Halloween or the week after. It's probably the week after Halloween, if I'm being honest, but we'll look at the math, but it's coming soon. In the meantime, you can check out the backlog of member only commentaries. They're stacking up. They're pretty rad. But that's all we got, guys. Thank you guys so much. We will see you Wednesday. Get in the spooky spirit. It's upon us. Bye.
Big thanks to the Revival House family. Your loyalty fuels our obsession with horror and lets us uncover the darkest, most twisted gems just for you. If you're not a member yet, consider joining the cult today. You'll get early access to videos, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes scares you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, this is Revival House, your home for horror, and remember, we'll leave the house lights off for you.